Good morning on this Friday. I'm Nikki Stanzione.
And I'm Kristen Van Dyke.
And this is New Mexico style. Which guy is cuter? I don't know. I'm kind of trying to think. It's a totally different kind of beast.
Yeah, it is.
The Cosmo Macho Man and the dog. I don't know. Both
Cosmo
could be
guy, yeah.
both could be a best friend.
Yeah, that's true.
Both could be eye candy.
But you know, Cosmo guy might be a heartbreaker. So
yes.
We have to go with the pet of the week.
We'll have to see about that. That's funny. Okay, speaking of heartbreakers, what breaks my heart, as you know, is always watching these shows like X Factor.
Right.
And I'm so nervous because last night I watched X Factor that, you know, the night before, because of baseball, it wasn't on. Of course, I didn't watch baseball because it wasn't the Yankees. But that said, X Factor was on last night. And so the second episode that normally would have aired, I suppose, last night, you know, as the two-parter, is going to air Sunday night. So if you are a fan of X Factor, be sure to watch Two Casa Fox Sunday night, because we are going to be able to see that second half when hearts will be broken as the judges pick the people that get to stay and go to the live shows.
Wow.
And they're good. They're all good.
See, yeah.
Oh, I'm so impressed.
Nail biter, you think?
Oh, yeah. I definitely think. I definitely think. Also, impressed with the weather lately. Is it going to stay like this weekend?
It is. It's going to stay really nice this weekend. So I want everyone to send in pictures of the fall leaves, because it's going to be perfect to go out and take pictures, I think. Let's go ahead and take a look at the forecast. Right now, a little chilly out, still 50 degrees. Winds are nice and calm right now. The relative humidity, 42%, so still really dry, and that's going to be the case all weekend long. Not a cloud in the sky this morning, and we'll be hard-pressed to see much in the way of cloud cover through the weekend. Highs today warming up nicely in the mountains, 70s for Taos, nearly 70 in Santa Fe, and some of us down the valley topping out in the low 80s this afternoon, and then down in the south, southeast, mid-80s to even 90s for Carlsbad. Hobbs topping out at 90, Carlsbad at 93 degrees. So a lot of sunshine, mild temperatures today. We'll continue with more sunshine as we head through Saturday and Sunday, with temperatures even a little bit warmer this weekend. Then changes move in as we head into next week. So highs all weekend long, upper 70s, lows in low to mid 50s. So chilly starts, warm afternoons, and then next week the winds start to pick up on Monday, and then we're back into the 60s Tuesday and Wednesday. So feeling a little more fall-like, and actually a little below average next week. But fantastic weather for the weekend.
Can't wait. I know. I'm so excited to get outside. And where can people send those pictures if they want to send them in?
You can either send them to me, or you can send them to reported at krqe.com or casa.com.
Perfect.
We love getting those.
Yeah. And now we also love getting the news, because, you know, we love to give a little check-in with our KRQE News 13 morning anchor, Matt Morrow. He's got today's headlines.
Good morning, Matt.
Good morning, Nikki and Kristen, and good morning to you. Here's what's going on in the news today. Apple's latest iPhone, the 4S, is available and in stores right now. The Apple store here in Albuquerque just opened up a few minutes ago at 8 o'clock. Apple is calling this the most amazing iPhone yet. So far, more than 1 million people have ordered the unit through the internet. Now, some tech specs on it for all you iGeeks out there. It has a dual-core A5 chip. You can snap 8-megapixel pictures or shoot 1080 high-definition video. Now, aside from all the bells and whistles, Apple says the connectivity of phone calls is also improved. 3 carriers are offering that device for you now: AT&T, Verizon, and new right now is Sprint. This is also anticipated to be the fastest selling iPhone the company has released, because the first version came out about 4 years ago. There's no word that there is word rather that the S in the name of the iPhone 4S is in honor of the late Steve Jobs. Well, get ready to pay up if you bank with Wells Fargo. It's starting its $3 debit card fee today. The bank picked New Mexico and 4 other lucky states, so to say, to test this new monthly fee. You're going to get charged that $3 if you use the card to buy something in a store, not to take cash out of the bank's ATMs. Activists are planning Occupy Taos and now Occupy Santa Fe protests, adding to a number of related rallies all around New Mexico. The protesters had planned a rally today at Taos Plaza to target U.S. Bank and a Saturday protest at the State House up in Santa Fe. The rallies come after activists all across New Mexico and really the country has sparked similar protests in La Cruces and a big one here in Albuquerque. Well, this week, investigators broke up a makeshift overnight campsite at the University of New Mexico in Albuquerque and gave students there a limited protest to continue their limited permit to continue their protests. The demonstrations are part of a number of nationwide protests going on against Wall Street and corporate greed. And plus-size passengers will soon have to pay up if they want to fly on AirTran. So beginning in March, the budget airline is going to require what it calls, quote, customers of size to buy 2 seats. If a passenger can't sit in a single seat with the armrest down, it can ask an employee can ask them to purchase an additional seat. Southwest Airlines, which recently bought AirTran, has that same 2-seat policy. Well, those are your morning headlines for you on this Friday at 8:05. If you'd like more news in the morning before the style, New Mexico style, make sure you watch Kristen and myself every weekday on KRQE from 5 to 7. We'll get your morning off to a great start. Now, ladies, that iPhone 4S is a big seller right now. Either of you two planning on going and trying to get it today?
No. I'm just going to stick with the Evo for now until the next wave, I think.
I'm just going to continue to look sadly at my old iPhone 3G. So old school now, you know. It was so great when I got it, all shiny and new.
I know.
Technology, it just moves forward too fast.
It's amazing to me. I was watching you guys on the news this morning, and it was amazing to me to hear that people said when Matt was even saying that they would rather camp out all night than get a FedEx package of their new phone. I think that's crazy.
Yeah, maybe they're adventurers.
They're
I don't
thrill
know.
seekers.
That's interesting, though.
Well, you know, they was also talking about the ATM fees now. I mean, a lot of people obviously concerned about money and things going up. But you know what? You may have a lot of money just sitting in your pocket and you don't even know it, because if you bought a lotto ticket in July, you better find it and check it, because the $10,000, yes, I said $10,000 ticket expires today.
The Hot Lotto ticket has the numbers 3, 16, 17, 20, and 21. The New Mexico Lottery says the lotto ticket was purchased at a Chevron station on Highway 550 in Bernalillo. Don't you know there are a ton of people digging through the trash cans right now? Maybe taking visits to the trash dump trying to find that ticket. I know I would be. And maybe somebody will just luck out and buy. I have a feeling it got tossed out.
I don't know. Some lucky person hopefully will find it. I always bet 16 and 17, and those two numbers won, but I guess two numbers really wouldn't do the trick. Meanwhile, a lot of people are seeking some help right now. Joy Junction's founder, Jeremy Reynolds, was actually a guest on New Mexico Style with us earlier this week, and 10,000 meals a month are being prepared for homeless and disadvantaged men, women, and children. But even so, thousands of people in and around Albuquerque are just going hungry now because Joy Junction's cupboards are bare.
Yeah, News 13's Matt Morrow visited Joy Junction and met one woman and her baby who depend on the shelter for survival.
Come on.
Step by step,
Pick your foot up.
but precious Persephone's exploring this big world, one playground at a time.
Yeah, she was born 26th of February. I love her a lot. She's my inspiration.
She's also a big part of the reason her mom, Jessica Andazola, has been here at Joy Junction for the last 5 months.
I'd rather have her somewhere safe than me, and I never knew what this was. I thought it was like a church or something. And when they brought me here, then I started understanding that it was like a place to help people.
But now the place that helps thousands of people every month, giving them the basic needs of food and shelter, needs help itself. Just look at these shelves.
Really is desperate going on dire, or dire going on desperate.
Dr. Jeremy Reynolds certainly has seemed dire and desperate for the past 25 years since he created Joy Junction, but still, he hasn't seen the shelves this empty all year. In fact, if he doesn't get anything more than corn and maple syrup donated in just a few days, the 300 people who live here could go hungry.
But this has been a while since we've had one of this nature.
It's that bad.
So again, we're not like crying wolf, you know, it's just been a while. So we're imploring, almost begging the kind folks out there in and around Albuquerque to watch this, to say we have husbands, wives, families, women, kids, boys and girls staying here with their folks. These folks could be your neighbors.
And Jessica and her little girl hope they don't have to worry about food for a while.
You ready?
So they can get back to the playground. In Albuquerque, Matt Morrow, KRQE News 13.
And Joy Junction is hoping to get any kind of donation, whether it's food or cash. So if you'd really like to help and have some fun at the same time, you can check out Joy Junction's Silver Anniversary Gala. That is called A Night in Hollywood. It's Friday, October 21st. That's taking place at Hotel Albuquerque. And for more information, get your pens out. You can call 505-217-1824.
Right. Yeah, we really want to get some food or money, and cash actually a really good option, because they can actually buy a lot more food versus what we can pay for. 20 bucks from us, the groceries we get out of 20 bucks for them, they can get a lot more.
It can go a long way.
A good option there. So.
Absolutely, definitely want to help them out as much as we can.
Now, as we head into the weekend, we want to talk about movies. Several new releases hitting theaters this weekend, including a new spin on two classics.
That's right. Fox's Courtney Friel has more.
A little adventure.
Doing a big year.
The year to do all the things we never could.
Steve Martin, Jack Black, and Owen Wilson team up in the comedy The Big Year, playing bird-watching rivals. After they each experience a life crisis, the three decide to take a year off to travel the country and follow their passion of spotting rare birds.
I ain't trying to take her ballroom dancing.
Well, that'd be pretty hard, being that that's against the law.
Public dancing is against the law if you're under 18 in Beaumont.
Shut up.
It's been almost 30 years since the original 1984 Footloose was released, and now Dennis Quaid and Julianne Hough are delivering their remake of the classic dancing flick. It's more modern, but the plot stays the same, about a city kid who moves to a small town that has outlawed dancing. Antonio Banderas stars in The Skin I Live In as a plastic surgeon who's created a synthetic skin that can't be burned or damaged. He's only tested it on mice, that is, until a mysterious woman enters his life and becomes his guinea pig.
There's a structure.
In Antarctica.
And a specimen.
Really?
And the sci-fi thriller The Thing takes place at an isolated Antarctic research site with a crew of scientists who discover an organism in an extraterrestrial ship buried in the ice. The team's experiment with The Thing goes horribly wrong, creating a killer alien. There's also Fireflies in the Garden, starring Julia Roberts and Ryan Reynolds, about a family who seems perfect to outsiders, but a terrible accident sheds light on their secrets and lies. The cast tells us it's a very raw and real story. In New York, Courtney Friel, Fox News.
I'm still weary about this whole Footloose remake. I love the original.
I do too. How do you replace the original? I don't even really have a desire to see the new one. It actually makes me want to go see the old one again.
I know, me too. I was thinking the same thing. That's so funny. Now, we're also hearing that the two producers of the new Footloose movie are planning a remake of the 1989 tearjerker Steel Magnolias.
No.
I know. And the twist here is actually that the cast, which was all white in the original, will actually be all black in the remake. So they're twisting the whole story and the cast itself. So
I just think Julia Roberts.
I know. And all of them, Shirley MacLaine and Sally Field. I mean, that is a memorable movie. It still makes me cry every time I watch it.
So many remakes. I guess people are just running out of ideas.
Come on, people, be creative. Be creative. And speaking of being creative, maybe you're thinking about getting a pet in your home. And now we can officially introduce this week's Pet of the Week, joined by our photojournalist, Kenny Hatchett, who's not going to adopt this dog. He's already adopted another dog.
Yeah. Now, who's this?
This is Griff.
Okay.
He's another, another 7-year-old. He needs an athlete
very
or something
much like
to take
puppy.
him home. Yeah, he's very energetic.
Look at him. He's so sweet.
He's so rambunctious. I wish he wasn't facing you because.
Yeah, here we go.
Okay, let's see if we can turn him around. There you go.
I think he'll shake if you want to shake.
He did have his paw up just a second ago.
He's sweet.
Shake. That's his one trick.
That's a nice thing. It's like he's already trained to some extent.
He'll sit. I mean, he's a little excited now to be on TV, but he's a Siberian Husky and German Shepherd mix. Like I said, he's 7. He was a stray. Been there since the 24th.
Okay.
Do you know if he'd be good with other pets or no?
Actually, that I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, he's really outgoing and
but he seems
very
very
friendly.
yeah, he seems
very
friendly.
So friendly.
Yeah.
Oh. As soon as I got out of my car this morning, he was standing outside. He greeted me, and that's the thing. I mean, there's just something so special. That's why I know at some point I am going to end up adopting one of these dogs.
Well, speaking of that, we've had success with every dog we've had on the show since we've had him.
That's great.
And I'm sure he won't be long either. So
it's amazing to me how affordable it is to adopt these pets as well.
Right. How much?
Yeah, he's don't quote me. I think he's $30 or $40. He's an older dog, yeah. Right. So they're a little cheaper when they're older, and because he's a big dog. But yeah, he's.
But somebody gets better with age.
Immunized and all immunizations,
yeah, he's been neutered
all that good stuff.
and all his shots. He's good to go. He's good to go.
All right.
Okay, so let's tell everybody how, if they are interested in adopting Griff, what they need to do.
He's at the Eastside Animal Shelter, which is located just east of Wyoming, off of Lomas.
Okay.
And their number escapes me right now, but if we have a graphic.
Yeah, we can put that up. We'll put that up. In the meantime,
at least get it on our website.
This dog, I mean, I have to say, you never know what, with pets, you just don't know. I mean, like you said, everybody's been a successful adoption so far that's been on the show, and you personally can attest to the fact that there's just something amazing about taking a pet home who needs a home. And, it's just amazing.
The sweetest eyes. He has the sweetest eyes once again. Thank you so much,
Thanks,
Kenny.
Kenny.
Let's
Bye,
give him a
Griff.
round. Bye, Griff.
Bye, Griff. And Griff, you want to be outside this weekend. It's going to be really, really nice.
The weather looking nice. Here's the 7-day forecast. Of course, nice all the way through Sunday. Monday getting a little windy, but temperature's not too bad. The big temperature change moves in next Tuesday. Highs only in the mid-60s, upper 60s by Thursday. So next week, it's going to be a lot cooler than this week. But right now, the nice weather, of course, sticking around. A lot of sunshine through the weekend. So get outdoors, take that lunch outside, go for a hike. Or, hey, if you want to go see some snow, Wolf Creek back open again for some ski, and 80% of their lifts open this weekend. Maybe checking that out. Highs in the mid-50s there, so you definitely won't need the heavy winter gear for that one.